Hey, hold on. Hold. Bag up, Terry. Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh, Lord, jeez. What you doing, Terry?
Hey, Sooner football fans. This is your Sooner football fans podcast. You got Terry and Rob here. Boomer up.
Sooner Terry.
And we are coming at you from the Three Things Decorated Podcast Palace in beautiful Norman, Oklahoma.
Where we are not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
But we do have eligibility left. But just get everything out of the way first. The music you heard, as always, on the intro is Fever Tree. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and fevertree.com. Their album Lessons Learned is still out and available on Spotify, anywhere you listen to music, and they have a new album coming out soon. They are Sooner fans, or at least one of them is. Big Sooner fan. Mr. Mike Bertaldo, the lead guitarist, the guy you hear wailing on that guitar in the intro. But give them a listen, a follow, buy their stuff. Also, unhitchthewagon.com. Get your official licensed unhitchthewagon.com at www.unhitchthewagon.com.
Wore mine at the coach show last night.
You sure did. And if you buy the Pocket Tee, get $5 off if you use the promo code or discount code. Rob, what is the discount code?
It's Natty.
Natty, not naughty, Natty. So make sure and do that. Buy your Unhitch the Wagon shirts today. Oklahoma Sooners. We're going to talk about the Oklahoma-Kansas State game, but this is Texas week, so horns down, Rob.
Horns down, Terry.
But let's run through. Went to the coach's show last night. Run through the game real quick.
Hold up, I got a call penalty on you for saying horns down.
Oh,
that's 15 yards, sir.
I didn't throw the horns down.
You need to back up.
Now. I did. I just did throw the horns
Whoa,
down.
back up, Terry.
Back up. Put it in reverse. So, did you like the thing I put on Twitter the other day? Breathe if you hate Texas.
I've seen that, yeah. That's really nice.
But Oklahoma beats the Kansas State Wildcats 37-31 in a game that was really the score. It's closer than what it really was.
Yeah, I think so.
That listen to Lincoln talking about all the decisions going into that kickoff, and with the penalty and the kickoff return. That was just a screw up. I mean, the guy, he's the best returner in the country. So,
don't kick it to him.
Yeah, don't kick it to him. But he did use the S word, squib kick, which gave me shivers last night. Thinking about squib kick. But Spencer Rattler was 22 of 25. 22 of 25.
Pretty good.
And all y'all that wanted Caleb Williams in the game and to play, what happened, Rob, on the first play that Caleb Williams was in the game?
I think he tried to take off before he actually caught the football.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit of a rookie mistake. But
fumbled it, put us back. We should have got a touchdown, ended up with 3 points. But that's an amazing stat. 22 of 25, one interception. So 2 balls hit the ground that he threw.
Hold on.
2 footballs hit the ground.
Terry, you gotta quit tossing me softballs like that. I swear.
2 footballs hit the ground, Rob. 2 balls hit the ground.
That's pretty impressive.
That came out of Spencer's hands.
You're not getting any better.
I did that one on purpose. You like that one?
You got to start that all over again. Lord have mercy.
Spencer Rattler threw only 2 incomplete passes that people bobbled and bounced around in their hands, and the 2 balls hit the ground. How about that? Is that better?
Hold up. I got to apologize. I never grew up.
Yep, this is true. Okay, Spencer Rattler. So
what are you doing?
He had 2 balls hit people in the hands. They bobbled them and then dropped them on the ground.
Naughty, Terry. This is a PG.
You're the one.
Oh God!
You're the one sitting there.
You got to stop.
Yeah. But anyway, Spencer did a pretty good job, I think, on Saturday. You're just not going to be able to do anything on this.
Man, you got to stop talking dirty, Terry.
I didn't.
God, I swear I can't take you anywhere. I need a Kleenex.
We're going to let Rob settle down here for a second.
Man, you can't just bum rush a guy like that. You got to be careful. All right, back to Spencer then.
Okay. Played a good game.
Played a good game.
Were
you just thoroughly impressed?
I was pretty impressed. I mean, more than I was. I was more I shouldn't be. I think Lincoln's play calling was a lot better. Quicker passes.
Quicker passes. Why?
Because he can't get protection. But he actually he had some pretty good. He got some deep throws in. But
wait, what was his longest pass?
Now
don't count the yak, because Mims had one that he caught
and
maybe
ran forever.
What was a slant, kind of a slant,
Yeah.
or a crossing pattern that he took for 30 or 40 yards or whatever. So don't count the yak. Just how far was his deepest throw? Do you have that information? You probably don't. I don't think they keep that.
Yeah, I don't see. But
I mean, to my point is he's still not really throwing the ball downfield. But no one, he doesn't have time.
yeah,
And I'm not sure they fully trust him to throw it long, because
Yeah.
everything he's thrown long, I think in the first 5 games, has been
underthrown,
questionable,
overthrown.
Yeah.
So, Oklahoma, I'm shocked that the time of possession was as close as it was at the end of the game, 27 minutes to 32 minutes, because we had the ball 3 times
Right.
in the first half.
In the first half, not the first quarter. First half. I think it would have been something if you'd just told me before the game started, now we're only going to have the ball 3 times in the first quarter. I'd have been like, that's kind of pushing it. But
Yeah.
the first half, that's just freaking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Great game plan by Kansas State, though.
yeah. I mean, keep it away. I'm looking here. They changed up their website here that
At any point were you screaming at your TV during the game, Terry?
I don't know, Rob, if I've just have not allowed myself to do that. I just get frustrated and kind of sink into my own little sulk. You know what I mean? Just except I will say when the onside kick happened.
Yeah.
Which
one?
Yeah, the first one.
Ah.
Me and Caleb went pretty ballistic at that point in time. I mean, it was just like, why are you not prepared?
Got to
for that?
be ready for that with Kansas State.
Yeah. And then we're sitting there. That's it. This game is over. They've got us by the, short and curlies and going to take us down. And then they're like, did he double kick that? Did he kick it twice? That's what Oklahoma is saying. And
Shades of last year was creeping up on you.
exactly.
Like, oh, God, here we go again.
And lo and behold, he really didn't kick it twice. He kicked it and it hit him in the heel.
Right. It counts.
Yeah.
Dead ball.
And I like what Lincoln said last night. My understanding, it was Kel Gundy who caught it. And Kel Gundy was apparently banging on the window as he was.
Right.
And
yeah, he double kicked it.
yeah. And
Well, I think we dodged a bullet there, too.
oh, yeah. huge bullet. Because they were right back in it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, let me tell you, I know I screamed at the TV at least 5 times. Can you guess what those times were, Terry?
Well, at least 5 times that Kansas had the ball and they got down.
No. It was every 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Every 4th down, Terry.
Yeah.
I'm screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 18. You better play some defense. Oh, get 19 yards. Okay.
Fourth and 5, and they get 17 yards. Yeah, they were 4 of 5 on 4th downs, and that's how Kansas State is going to play Oklahoma. Coach Chris Kleiman is going to play Oklahoma like Army plays Oklahoma. I'm going to take every down I get.
Yeah, but they had a statue at quarterback. He could not run.
Yeah.
How did we not just blitz the guts out of him?
Well, here's the thing.
I don't think we're blitzing that much, Terry.
Here's the thing. Skylar Thompson is Superman when he plays against Oklahoma. I mean, everything, he does nothing wrong. He could have came out there looking like Lieutenant Dan.
You ain't gonna lose, Lieutenant Dan.
or Magic Legs, either one. And the guy, I don't know what it is. He just plays better, and he, usually is beating us with his legs, and he ended up with 29 or 41.
Which is not great.
No, but it's not.
We played defense on occasion, right?
Yeah,
and I think overall defensively it wasn't just horrible, but I'll be honest with you, there was times
it wasn't
I was screaming
enjoyable
at the TV.
It wasn't horrible, but we didn't like it.
Oh,
yeah, it was, missed tackles, just common sense, everyday things that we thought we had overcome kind of creep their head back in. So, do you think a lot of it was because of old Deuce being the little tiny scat back?
I don't know. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't know. I think we just haven't figured it out yet. We haven't gelled yet, whatever you want to call it. But we obviously don't feel like we're playing as good as we can play. Right?
Yeah.
You would agree on that?
Oh, yeah.
So it's still in us to come out and have that, to be that.
Yeah.
I think. I hope. Right? I
Yeah.
mean,
but I don't think Kansas State is as bad a team as what we want them to be. I mean, they beat Stanford 24-7 to open the season, and Stanford just beat the number 6 team in the country, Oregon, and beat them up.
Beat them up pretty good, yeah.
So,
well, they're not bad, Terry. I think they're just a real solid team, and you got to make plays to beat them.
yeah.
But to be honest with you, I told you in our last podcast that Kansas State wasn't going to make the mistakes and give us the game.
Yeah.
They kind of did.
Yeah, they kind of did. But that's enough of Kansas State because
we beat them.
We beat them, and Texas sucks, and we got to talk about Texas.
We got to talk about Texas.
Yeah, the Texas Longhorns. By the way, what's a bevo?
It's a steak.
It's a steak. Yeah. We had this discussion before.
Right.
Do you really think we didn't ask Austin, the 7-on-7, the Red River 7-on-7 guy, what they do with the dead beavos, if they actually eat them or...
Well, they'd be throwing away good beef if they didn't, wouldn't they?
Well, they're Texans, so, I mean...
Think they have it stuffed and mounted somewhere on the campus?
Or, spread its ashes on the football field. Ugh. Could you imagine? But we got they beat Louisiana. They got thumped by Arkansas. Now, when Thompson came in, it kind of turned it around a little bit, but they still lost to Arkansas. Drummed Rice, drummed Texas Tech, and I want to tell you the TCU game, 32-27. I watched a lot of that game. I wasn't real impressed with Texas.
I wasn't either because TCU's got no defense.
Yeah,
which is strange for them.
But they were getting pressure on him every time he dropped back to pass. They could not protect him to save their life.
Well, I wouldn't bet a nickel that we could.
Yeah.
I mean, really, we haven't. I mean, we've had some hurries and stuff, but I mean, it's not like we're just leading the nation in sacks.
No. But this is the thing, everybody, that everybody all needs to understand. Rob thinks we're going to get our butts kicked on Saturday, don't you, Rob?
Here's the thing, Terry.
That's a yes or no question, Rob.
Yes.
You do.
I mean, we've got 5 games worth of, let's just call it mediocre. Mediocre at best.
Average.
Play.
Average.
I mean, I know that this game is different, but there's nothing that's telling me that we're going to play any better. And I feel like Texas is better than all the teams that we have played to this point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And we just barely scraped by.
So if we barely scrape by, is that good enough?
It's good enough.
Yeah.
If we win by half a point.
3-0, you'll be happy? You'll be happy?
No, well, I mean, I'll be satisfied. There's a difference between satisfied and happy, I think.
It's kind of like sex with or without a condom.
Oh.
with a condom.
No. We are not following that train of thought. No. Moving on. I will be happy if we win. I don't care if it's by half a point.
But
You
don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't. I don't think it's going to happen.
So
at all.
you're going to drive down to Texas with Scotty and
Well, I'm a Sooner fan.
Yeah,
I mean, I am
but
hoping that we win. I'm
are you
definitely
re-
not
are you-
betting against us.
are you really a Sooner fan because you think we're going to get beat?
What? Just because I'm a Sooner fan, I think we got to win every game?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Well,
here's
don't
what
you know
happened.
all of us Sooner fans think we're going to win every game? We should win all of them by half 100 because Barry Switzer said
Well,
win,
I feel like we should
win.
win them all by half 100. Absolutely.
All
I
right.
feel like we should. But I'm kind of realistic a little bit as well.
Oh.
But now let me tell you this. The last time I was realistic, what happened? Because we had to talk about this.
Yeah. I think it was the Alabama Sugar Bowl.
The
game,
Alabama Sugar Bowl. I was like, oh, Lord, we're going to get drummed up on. And guess what?
right? We put a butt kicking on.
Trevor Knight come out and played.
Like Skyler.
He did. I mean, it was the best game he ever played.
Yeah.
And we lit Bama up. And so I'm kind of hoping that because I'm feeling like we're going to lose.
So that's kind of a superstition, right?
Loosely, I guess.
Loosely,
you could,
a little bit of a
say that.
maybe not a super. It's a premonition.
Okay.
Yeah, that I feel this way, but the last time I felt this way,
I think it's more like wishful thinking.
yeah, same thing. So,
Oh, okay.
but let's run down a little bit of history because we all love to talk about how bad the Longhorns are, and everyone. I'm looking at this deal on Winsipedia.com, and it's kind of weird to figure out, but largest margin of victory. Texas over Oklahoma was 40-7. Guess when that was?
1947.
Close, 41. Longest win streak was 8. What years?
That'd be Texas. Be 19.
Doesn't start with an S.
I was gonna say 70.
Nope. It was 8 straight games Texas won.
1947. 1940 through 47.
Bang, Rob! Right there it is.
Somewhere.
1940 to 47. Oklahoma's largest margin of victory, 65-13. When was that?
2000.
2003.
That was the 03 game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the 2000 game wasn't that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Longest win streak for Oklahoma is 6 games.
Starting in 2000 and going through
No.
06. No.
1952 to 57. Okay.
Yeah, we had some pretty good teams in the 50s.
Where does Texas has how many national championships?
2?
4,
4.
which puts them 16th out of 131. Oklahoma has 7, which puts us at 7th. Conference championships.
62.
Who? Texas?
No, they got 3. I don't know.
30 in their history.
30, okay.
Out of 131 teams. Oklahoma
62.
has 50, and we are ranked first.
No, I'm pretty sure we've got 62.
Okay. We'll just go with what you think.
Wait, did I just become an Oklahoma State fan?
Let's see. Bowl games. Texas has been to 57.
They've
Oklahoma
won 2 of them.
54. All-time wins. Texas has had 927. Oklahoma has had 922, and we're rapidly catching that. We'll pass them probably this year.
Yep.
Bowl record, Oklahoma is 30-23-1. Texas is 31-24-2. Consensus All-Americans, Texas has 61. How many does Oklahoma have?
152.
82. Damn. Heisman winners, how many does Texas have?
3.
Minus 2. No, 2. Oklahoma has 7th, and we are first in that, which still...
Terry doesn't like Heisman's, y'all.
NFL draft picks. Texas has had 352. Oklahoma has had
353.
402.
I just wanted to go over.
First round draft picks, Texas has had 45. Oklahoma has had 49.
Hey, you remember that year we had a first draft pick back-to-back years?
Yeah. Quarterback, same position.
Yeah.
Weeks in the AP poll, 747. That's 7th for Texas. Oklahoma, 867. Weeks at number 1. Texas has been there 45, and Oklahoma has been there 101.
Well, we're a 5-star blue blood program, Terry, and they just display their 1 star right on their flag.
Yeah, and that's
so
it.
they're a 1-star program, and that's why.
And so in all those statistics, Oklahoma leads in all of them but 2, the bowl games and all-time wins.
And head-to-head, right? They got us in head-to-head?
Yeah, they got us in head-to-head, but that goes back to
the beginning of time?
Yeah, 1900. Oklahoma, let's just go in the last 20 years because, that's how old the kids are now that are being recruited. Oklahoma is, I believe, 17. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And Texas is 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Nope, not that many. 1, 2, 3.
I'm like the
4,
math don't work
5,
out there,
6,
Terry.
7, yeah. Oklahoma since 2000 has won 15, and Texas has won 7. Since 2000, the last 20 years.
So hopefully it'll be 21-7 this year.
So, we've dominated the 2000s. Texas dominated the 90s. Of course, everybody dominated Oklahoma in the 90s.
Yep. Those are some rough years,
yeah.
Terry.
And
but I'm still a fan.
Oh yeah.
Still rooting for my Sooners.
But let's see. The last tie was in 1995, 24-24. And
yeah, I was at that game. That's when we went in 0-5, right?
Yeah.
That year, and they were number 1.
Yeah.
And we tied them.
But Oklahoma's just a better school, better all-around football program, better all-around track program, better all-around baseball. Pick a sport. Other than you not thinking we got a snowball's chance in hell.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what it sounded like.
I did have them picked to beat us pretty bad. Like my initial gut feeling was 38-21.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like I wasn't giving the defense quite enough credit, so I'm going 31-21.
Yeah.
And hope to God that I'm wrong.
Casey Thompson. Well, let's just run back here and.
Too bad he didn't live on the OU legacy like his dad. Well, I didn't really want him to relive his dad's legacy because it kind of wound up.
His dad went to prison.
Didn't wind up so good, but I kind of wish he would have been a Sooner. But I mean, Spencer and then Caleb. I mean, he wasn't going to get on the field.
Yeah. So you're saying he sucks?
He's not bad, Terry. I don't think he's quite the passer that we recruit. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely a decent quarterback. I don't know that he goes 22 for 25 against Kansas State.
Yeah. Right now he is 54 of 76 for 707 yards. Spencer Rattler is 122 out of 160 for 1,260 yards.
And I could be wrong. He might have come in here and lit it up just like Spencer did. Of course, everybody's down on Spencer right now. But did you hear Toby's stats the other day?
Yeah, tell you told me. Tell everybody those stats.
Yeah, Toby. I don't remember the stats, but he was saying, listen to Kyler Murray's stats, right? Because Kyler Murray's going to be the MVP of the NFL this year,
right?
And he started spewing out these these stats, and he went, wait, those are Spencer's stats. And they're better than what Kyler's got right now, right?
Yeah.
So you got to stop and go. He's not doing too bad.
Yeah, he's not doing too bad. I fans, whether it's Oklahoma or anybody, the quarterback is the guy with the target on his back.
Yeah.
If Oklahoma fans came into the season, and Oklahoma came into the season highly touted. This is their year. They got a defense. They got all this, and we're not scoring 70 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fan base, I think, is what happened. Why can't we score 70 points a game? My thing is we're not letting our opponents score 70 points a game.
Well,
You know?
time of possession has got a lot to do with it. But I'm just going to tell you, he just doesn't have time to sit back there and wait for that receiver to come open. Which, last year and the year before that, our quarterbacks were just able to sit in the pocket and wait for the play to develop and hit the receiver.
Right.
And he just don't have time. He don't have time.
Oklahoma has allowed an appointment, Tulane to score 35. That was high, but, we've always kind of said hold them around under 20, 24 points, 27 points. You win the game. Held WCU, whoever that high school, middle school was that came here, to 0. Nebraska 16 points, West Virginia 13 points. This is what we wanted out of a defense.
This is exactly what we were begging for.
Yeah, it is.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
5 years ago.
31 points against KSU, a pretty good team. My point is like everybody's unhappy with that because on the other end we scored 16 and 23 against Nebraska and 37. Well, why aren't we scoring 45? Why aren't we scoring 55? If we don't need to, so what?
Yeah, well, as a fan, we definitely want to see that electric offense that
Right.
just lit people up at will. We were just stomping mud holes.
Yeah.
And now we're just barely scraping by, and a win is a win, and we're happy with that, but we're not necessarily happy with the way we won it.
Yeah.
And that's a typical fan, don't you think?
Yeah. But again, why we don't, cooler heads prevail. I think a lot of the times this is why, we've had people like, y'all should do a post game. Teresa's always like, y'all should, when the game's over, record a podcast. No, because I'm either pissed off, you cooler heads when you sit back and think about it. At least this is how I am, on Saturdays. If we win big, I'm always happy. There's not much to talk about, but I kind of let it soak in. This KSU game, it was like, God, man, they had a chance to win that. Then Sunday went by, and then last night, it's why I like waiting is because I look at it and go, it really wasn't that bad of a game. It was too close, but like Lincoln said, you take out that kickoff return, which you can't.
Right.
But you had a stupid penalty, and like you said, don't commit a stupid penalty. And You don't put yourself in that.
We don't get in that spot, right?
They didn't have a choice but to really kick it to him. If they kick it out of bounds, they can make them re-kick it.
It was
from
the right
5.
decision.
Yeah,
it was the right decision.
and it just happened. And I even get the penalty. Oh boy, the guy was shoving his shoulder pad
right into his neck.
yeah.
I would have smoked him too.
So, I get it. But it was a bad penalty. It came at a bad time.
Bad time, yeah. Which is probably what the guy was going for.
Yeah. And, it's probably coached to do that. Hey, team, that seems to me what Coach Chris Klein would be is, guys, we're not as good as them. He just has that kind of hardcore look. So what we're going to do, anytime you can piss one of them off and get him to throw a punch, piss him off and get him to throw a punch.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a bad penalty for him.
And it worked in that spot.
Yeah, and it was perfect in that spot.
But did you come out of the game thinking, man, Spencer can really throw the ball?
I haven't come out of any game like that.
Really? You didn't think that he threw the ball really well?
I thought he played really good.
I thought it was his best game to date.
Oh yeah. Me and Caleb were talking about it. Just like he he only had 2 incompletions,
Well, he threw the ball in some really tight spots, and we were like, oh, what's he doing? But it worked out.
He played really good, I think. It was a good, solid performance. Nothing, like we said, we didn't have that 90-yard play that, but again, you're sitting there watching it going, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. And
now, don't get me wrong, I still don't think he's getting invited to the Heisman ceremony. I still don't think he's earned that. Now, he may. If he goes and lights Texas up on Saturday and then just keeps getting better and better, then he may get invited. But I don't think Right now, I don't think he's even invited to the Heisman ceremony.
Yeah. I doubt it. But here, let's look at this.
I mean, go ahead.
Oklahoma's first possession, 7 plays, minus 4 yards because we had that fumble. Kick a field goal. Second drive, 12 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. Third drive, 9 plays, 85 yards, field goal. Okay, that's end of the second quarter. Okay, so we had the ball 3 times, scored 3 times.
That's crazy still.
Get the ball to start the half. 9 plays, 75 yards, touchdown. Next time we get the ball, Kansas State 3 and out, which I didn't realize happened.
Those are few and far between, weren't they? Yeah.
3 and out. Oklahoma, 9 plays, 90 yards, touchdown. Okay.
At that point, I don't know about you, but I was thinking, okay, we got it now.
Yeah, it was 27-17.
Yeah, we got them now. We got them on a run.
Next possession, 3 plays and the interception. Okay, so there's that. Our next,
which acted pretty much like a punt.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it was pretty much a punt. The next one was 6 plays, 52 yards, and a touchdown. The next possession, 6 plays, 10 yards, and a field goal. Next possession, 2 plays, and end of game. So Oklahoma had the ball 9 times. 9 times and scored 7.
7 of 9.
And the only reason why they didn't score on the 9th one, it was they got it with 1:20 left.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Really 7 of 8.
7 of 8. You threw an interception 1 time.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can we expect these guys to do?
Right. And I think that the play calling, Terry, looked like it was modified to adjust to a line that's really just not performing to what we kind of hoped they would, because the backs are creating yards. You seen Kennedy?
Yeah.
Was and I think he's our number 1 back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean,
he broke a lot of tackles at the line of scrimmage to get those yards. And it's not like years past where they were untouched, until they were 8-9 yards deep into the hole.
Yeah. I mean, we had 260 yards passing, 131 yards rushing.
That's just okay, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Yards per rush, 4.1.
I know, but we're used to 300, right?
Yeah,
300 yards rushing and 300 yards passing.
But you only had the ball 9 times, Rob.
Right. I mean, what can you expect out of 9 times?
Yeah, 9. I mean,
900 yards. I mean, as a fan, that's what you want, right? I mean, I think that would be a maximum.
Yeah.
If you have the ball 9 times, max 900 yards. But
yeah, and
that's not very realistic.
And 63 points, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Unless you want to go for 2 on some of those.
Exactly. Right. So, we should have 900 yards and 62 points out of that game.
Would we be happy?
Points.
I mean,
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I mean, I don't know. I think I'd be as happy as a puppy with 2 Peters, but I don't think that's very realistic.
But, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand. I understand the frustration of the defense and the fact that the game ended up closer than what it actually was.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, it was almost, Wildcat magic, if there is anything. It was just things kind of fell together there at the end. And
I thought it was over, and then old boy runs it back for a touchdown. I'm like, oh Lord.
Well, then onside
kick coming.
I almost had a heart attack when onside kick and Stoops caught it, and they'd called timeouts, and Lincoln had called timeout. I was like, oh my God, now we're gonna lose the onside kick.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
But
terrible suspense.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. As a fan, I got complacent because at that point in time, because then when I looked up and Caleb, me and Caleb were sitting on the patio. He'd come out there with me, and we're sitting there drinking a beer, watching the game, and it was like, wait a minute, it's 31. Good Lord, they could win.
They could win.
They could win.
Yeah, and honestly,
I'd kind of put it in the win column because we were handling the second half. We handled them.
Right. when they ran that back for a touchdown, I had no confidence that the defense would be able to stop them with what, a minute on the clock. I had no confidence that we'd be able to shut them down.
No, but I mean, was it just me? Okay, and I know that their speed D, whatever we want to call it, it's jump around, move around, cause confusion on the offensive line, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't think we did much of that.
Here's my point. Okay, in the third quarter, I don't think we did.
Oh, didn't move around?
Yeah, because we did.
Go back and watch it.
Yeah, because I was sitting there and I was like, I even mentioned it was like, we're not jumping around in this quarter. It was kind of like we pinned our ears back. Forget about confusion. Let's just pin our ears back and get this job done. Then in the fourth quarter, they started doing it again. And, I get it. That's the scheme, move, shift. Me, when, again, in the high level of Class 4A football that I played in Oklahoma for the McAllister Buffaloes, I hated when we did defensive shifts. I know it was to cause confusion, but hey, I was a short, fat kid. It's like, you want me to bear crawl sideways to people? I don't like doing that. But
hey, I will say this for the defense: we had 2 easy picks. Easy picks. If we get those, and I know if
and Nick Benito can't run 100 yards.
Oh yeah. If we get those though, Terry, I mean we probably blow them out.
Yeah.
Because they scored on the next play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Nick Benito, he looked like oh crud. What was that big boy that picked up the fumble at one time?
For Dallas Cowboys?
No. For OU. He didn't stay there the whole time.
The one that was dancing on the sidelines and they got him on ESPN.
Yeah, but he was running down the field and got caught from behind. What was his name? It was a funky name. I know somebody's going to,
somebody's screaming your ear.
Yeah, right now. I cannot think. I could see it, but he was running, ran out of gas. That's what Nick Benito. I was like, he's going to run out of gas.
And let the quarterback tackle him. Listen, if a quarterback ever got it in front of me when I was running, I definitely was going after that.
But he gassed there, a little bit. But I mean, that was again, we caused a fumble. I mean, they were marching in the score. We didn't have a resemblance of stopping them on that first drive, which is really weird. We don't look like we can stop anybody on the first drive. And I like what Teddy asked Coach. Last week, he's like, have you thought about it? He goes, I know everybody wants to get the ball in the second half, but have you thought about maybe taking it?
Yeah, go ahead and receive the first one.
Setting the tone. And I don't think Lincoln liked that very much. He's like, I think he's more of a.
Well, he needs to rethink some things. So maybe that's one of them.
Well, here's another thing I noticed. They played better last week. Remember last week told you he wasn't wearing an OU shirt at his press conference and stuff? Yeah. And on the show, he wasn't wearing an OU shirt again last night. Maybe
so. That did it. That was the
maybe it is
voodoo mojo.
Yeah. How? And here's another thing, Rob. I've said I haven't been real happy with how my new game day gear has performed, but we are undefeated. And I just realized, we started moving the week before the season started. Started our big moves, got all that stuff done.
So, I mean, you got to keep moving all season long?
Right, my good God. But I realized, I cut my own hair. I haven't cut my hair. I know you can tell how long it is now. Normally my hair is about as long as yours is right now, which is, buzz cut, nothing there, just stubble. Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't cut my hair yet.
Well, there it is, Sooner fans. It's Terry's fault. He hasn't cut his hair.
No, we're winning.
Oh, so you got a knot.
I got a knot cut.
Okay, so there it is. He's going to be Forrest Gump at the end of the long run.
No. I'll probably look more like Gallagher. I got the bald on top.
Right.
So I'm not going to cut my hair until we lose a game.
Oh, boy.
So I'm planning on not cutting my hair until January.
Well, I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
And I won't laugh at you, but every time I see you.
but I'll go, we're undefeated.
Yeah.
And you can't argue with it if it's working.
If that happens, Terry, I don't know how I'll react to that, but it will be definitely one for, writing down somewhere and not ever looking at it again.
It just popped up in my head the other day. I was like, wait a second. Because I was getting ready to cut my hair. I was like, man, I need to cut my hair now. And I went, I haven't cut my hair since. Ooh, I haven't cut my hair since the season started. Put the clippers back up. Went,
Not doing it.
not doing it.
It's a good thing you didn't, run across something gross like, haven't licked a scab or, something like that. Or
Yeah.
I got to cut myself open so it'll scab up so I can lick
Yeah.
that scab.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Look at that. Speaking of scab, look at that. I
He
keep.
does have a scab.
Yeah, I got this hand. I keep injuring this hand once a week in the same spot.
Huh.
Picking something up, hauling, moving something.
Oh, okay.
I just keep.
Glad you clarified.
Yeah, just and okay. This is not. We all know that you've lost a human being.
Yeah.
You lost a lot of weight. You look great.
Thank you.
Do I look like I've lost weight?
Yeah.
Really? You say yeah, but
Terry, I'm not checking you out.
okay. Well, because here's the thing. Yesterday, I was hauling stuff around, moving stuff in my garage. I was walking down the little path between the houses here.
And some girl whistled at you?
No.
Oh.
No. My pants fell down. And I had a belt on. So, and then they did it again. I was in my garage with the garage doors open, moving some boxes, and my pants fell down. So I'm either losing weight or I'm getting an old man ass, which means you don't have an ass anymore. I'm kind of thinking the second half
Oh,
because
you
I
are?
don't feel like I've lost weight, but I'm carrying boxes, and they just
That
down
would
they
be
went.
hilarious.
Yeah.
God, I would so put that on the Facebook.
Yeah. So you want to see me drop my trousers? Because I can do that right now.
Well, as long as I can videotape it and put it on Facebook, I mean, yep, I kind of do actually.
You got any money?
What's that going to cost me?
Got any dollar bills? Because I'll
Drop trow right in front of everybody. Huh?
Yeah. I asked Lisa the other night. I was, she didn't have any dollar bills or change, so I didn't make any money.
Huh.
But with her and Teresa, I was trying to earn some extra side cash.
Yeah, didn't work out.
It
Huh?
didn't work out.
Did they ask you to pay them so that you would stop?
Teresa did. Yeah.
However that worked.
Because I'm married to Teresa. She's just you've been drinking. Sit down. Shut up. Lisa was like, "Hey, he's dancing. Leave him alone."
Hey, speaking of sit down, shut up.
Okay.
How about Lou Holtz? Listen, Shorty, sit down, shut up. OMG. Did you hear what Barry said?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I've seen a lot of it, but I mean, I haven't.
So I read that story today because ESPN's making a big deal out
Yeah.
of it. And Lou Holtz is just he's a liar
Yeah, he's an idiot. is what
and
he
an
is.
idiot and
He
anyway,
didn't know Oklahoma had that.
whatever.
They've had it since the 50s.
Oh my God! There's a famous picture of he's a lineman. His name's Burris, I think. 1953, I want to say.
Yeah.
Of him standing right under the damn sign. Okay, play like a champion, and Lou Holtz doesn't know. He's a liar.
Yeah, he's a lie. Well, see, I heard on Toby's show they were talking about somebody tweeted to Toby. He goes, maybe we should put a touchdown Jesus in the end zone. Tell him we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know.
That would be awesome.
Here's the thing, they're trying to copyright so nobody else can use it.
Yeah.
Of course, they're not ever going to get that done.
Yeah.
Especially since we've got video proof or
Yeah.
But they've got play like a champion. Wine, they've got and guess what? There's a company, I forget the name. Maybe it's Play Like a Champion Company, LLC or something like that. Guess who owns it?
Oklahoma.
Lou Holtz.
Oh, right.
Right? So they're putting out all kinds of merchandise that
Yeah.
say Play Like a Champion, and so they're trying to get it copyrighted.
Well, see, and the other thing is that it was brought up. I remember it being brought up when Rudy came out.
yeah.
Because it's in there, they come down the stairs, they bang
Right,
that
right.
sign. That was in the 70s. It wasn't there in the 70s.
Right.
And people said that, that's not accurate. They didn't have that sign.
Yeah, Lou
until-
Holtz
till
brung
Lou
it
Hol-
and put it
till-
up in what, the 80s?
Yeah.
88?
something like that.
88. Yep.
So,
And we've got a picture of a dude standing under ours in 1953, I think it is. So,
yeah, Lou Holtz. I never liked him as a coach, and I really never liked him as an analyst and all that other stuff.
yeah, so Barry Switzer wound up saying, we don't give a shit what they think.
Yeah.
We know what's right. And you know what I want to see is I want to see Barry and Lou, because that will be over in like a second.
Yeah.
Barry would clean that clock. 2 84-year-olds going at it.
Man, they are getting old, aren't they?
God, 84.
Yeah. when Barry came out on the Big Noon Kickoff, that's one of the things I know. He's still Barry, still full of life, and it's like, holy cow, he's an old man now.
Yeah, but there ain't no one like him.
Oh, nope. Mm-mm.
And probably won't be another one like him.
Well, I like what Lincoln said last night when they asked him what's the best
Piece of
advice that Barry gave you, and he goes,
what is this show rated?
Yeah, what's the show rated? Are we on HBO or are we? Because can you imagine sitting and having drinks with Barry? Just we know Sooner Lisa has, and she said that he tequila shotted her under the table.
Right.
Well,
this was last year too.
But there are people that I've always would like to just sit down and have a beer with, a couple of beers, or even have, just drinking, talking. Barry's one. Steven Adams, who used to play with the Thunder. I would love to hang out with Steven Adams for an
he'd
evening.
be pretty cool.
I mean, Bob, probably Bosworth, Jack Lambert. There's people I'd be like, that would be just the coolest thing, just to, sit down and crack a beer and,
Well, definitely Barry's at the top of that list for sure.
Barry's a big wine drinker, so we'd have to drink wine with him.
I mean, I would,
but you wouldn't like it.
Wouldn't care for it.
Be like kissing your sister, right?
Oh, I don't know about that, Terry. No, I think the wine would be more enjoyable. I mean, nothing against my sister or what, but I don't want to kiss her.
Oh, we've gone all.
I'd kiss your sister though.
Well, Joy, she'd probably let you. But I think we're gonna. I got a good feeling about. I think we're gonna look good. I'm gonna be nervous as hell, like I always am, because I can't stand losing to Texas.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, and so that's gonna be even worse because it's bad if we lose to Texas, but it's worse if you're there.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely worse.
But you're gonna be there with a cop, so.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got like an extra badge and we can just carry and be like, listen, I will pistol whip you. Get your orange ass back over there.
You're going to be Joe Friday.
Yeah. Scotty, bring an extra badge and a pistol.
And a pistol.
And a pistol.
And one of them sticks.
Yeah, and one of them shocking things. I'll get you. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. If you get thrown in jail, do not call me.
Terry, I thought that's what friends do.
Oh, by the way, speaking of crazy things happen to people, you want to share?
I knew I was like, he's going to forget. I'm in the clear.
We were playing in a golf tournament Saturday.
And we kicked ass, by the way.
We kicked ass, shot a 60, had our first ever albatross.
Yes, we did.
It was as a team. But we're cruising down the fourth fairway.
I don't know.
Something like that. And one of Rob's balls dropped and hit the grass.
That's not completely accurate, Terry.
But Rob went to get one of his balls while driving the cart. And what happened, Rob?
Actually, I was picking up one of Gene's.
Is that better than picking up?
And I should. I told him that's the last time you picking up your own balls from now on. But
so tell everybody what happened.
Here's what happened. I was driving the golf cart.
You reached out of the cart as it was moving.
As we were moving, and Terry pushed me, and I landed in the fairway.
Rob flat fell out of the golf cart trying to pick up a golf ball as we were moving because he didn't slow down. And I remember it looked to me like you bear crawled out of the golf cart.
Well, there's a point there where you're going, and you're just putting your hands down trying to catch it. And there wasn't no catching.
Rob hits and rolls, and I'm in a golf on the other side, and I turn and look.
He was laughing at me, folks.
You were rolling, and I thought, oh, shit, I got to stop the golf cart. Stopped it. And when I saw you get up smiling, then I couldn't laugh. But Gene was running down the fairway.
Yeah, he was a little bit worried.
Are you okay? And I was laying on the floor of the golf cart laughing.
I said, hey, Terry, push me out. And he looked over at Terry like, oh, my God, why'd you do that?
Yeah, Rob. And by the way, Rob had not been drinking not one single drop of alcohol.
Drop. Nope.
And fell out of a golf cart.
Yep. You're good when you can fall out when you're, a non-drinker like I am.
Yeah, but anyway, that was our our golf experience this week.
Shot a 60 and didn't win.
And did not win.
Nope.
didn't even come in middle.
No. Well, actually, we did. Yeah, middle.
Yeah, well, we were like 2 under middle. We were better than average, but I'm sorry. You know, that old guy who kept interrupting our conversation, he's right. Mulligans, you should only get to buy one mulligan.
I agree.
You know, these guys shooting 52s because, you know.
They each bought a round of mulligans.
And it wasn't even for money. I mean,
No.
You know, but it was for a good cause, United Way.
Yeah.
Have you got your email for your club jet?
Yeah. You know what the shipping and handling on is?
$30.
I knew there was a catch to that.
I went pay shipping and handling. I thought, $30 for shipping.
Really, though, it surprised me because I figured it was going to be like $150. I'm like, oh, okay. I see what y'all did.
Yeah. But what is handling, by the way? I understand what shipping is.
I don't know.
Shipping
I guess
and
it's
handling.
the UPS guy that's got to pick it up off the truck.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that just be shipping? I don't know. Anyway, we are going to be playing Texas this weekend. Rob is making the trip down to Dallas. We are going to have our annual Bevo Bash and Caleb's birthday party here.
If I could have got Terry to come, we'd have done a podcast at the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah,
That'd
blame it
been
on
cool.
me. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. But got a new rally patio. Got the rally patio decorated today, so it's up. I'll have the podcast pallets by next week up and running.
By the way, I am going to be trying to buy tickets from a scalper when I get down there because I am too poor to be paying $200.
Yeah, so if you know anybody who's got tickets that they want to give away, or
Giveaway, yeah.
or you know, for unspoken things, Rob will probably do unspoken things.
You would be surprised what I do for a Klondike bar. So
imagine what he'd
imagine
do for
what I
OU
do
Texas.
for OU Texas tickets. Don't act like that ain't the truth.
Yeah, so hit him up if you got extra ones. See what. See, and that's what we.
I'd be willing to pay face value.
You know, what will Rob do for OU Texas tickets and see what happens.
I have not yet begun to define myself, Terry.
But Rob, as predicted, Oklahoma is going to lose 31-21.
31-21, and I certainly hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma's going to win. I think it's going to be 17-10.
17-10, I'd take it.
Yeah, 17-10. I think it's going to be low scoring.
Come on, Sooners.
Come on, Sooners. But I think that's it. You got anything else, Rob?
Nope.
All right, everybody. Horns down, Rob.
Horns down to Terry.